I'm just going to tackle the elephant in the room. For the past few days now, since the reveal of the best-selling manga for this year of 2019 came out, there has been fan wars going on, and it's just been absolutely ridiculous, honestly. It has just truly been ridiculous, and honestly, if you want me to be honest with you, it's childish. But before I continue any further, let's just talk about what this video is about. So basically, the yearly manga volume sales comes out around this time every single year, and we get to find out kind of what manga is doing the best within Japan, how the volume sales are, etc. And, you know, usually there's one thing you can always expect every single year, and that is One Piece to be on top. This is something that is very common. This is something that's been basically always happening for over a decade plus now. It's just something that you expect. You expect One Piece to be number one, because it is a popular series in Japan. It is an amazing manga. It is the king. It is the number one. And regardless if you hate One Piece, Oda Sensei, etc., you don't like the story, you cannot dispute the fact that One Piece has been a champion, a king for a very long time. However, with a few days ago, once again, with the release of the yearly manga volume sales, it appears, from what I can see from the picture I have here, that One Piece has been dethroned. Now, there has been a lot of arguments about this fact. For instance, One Piece being dethroned and how the series in question, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Demon Slayer, has defeated it by 2 million copies. That's quite a bit. Now, from what I can understand, from the disputes that's happened, etc., since this came out, what I'm looking at right here, and I'll have it on screen for you can look at it, basically, from what I can understand, is these sales right here is from the total manga volume sales throughout 2019. And to go through the entire list, which I'm showing here, is you have Kimetsu no Yaiba as number one, you have One Piece, then Kingdom, which that makes me very happy, you have Neverland, you have, Quintuplets, which I've been told to read that a lot. I'm assuming it's very popular for it to be selling this well. It must be very freaking good, so I probably do need to check it out. And then you have My Hero Academia in 6th place, you have Attack on Titan, then you have Haikyuu, Kaguya-sama, and Tensei Shitara Slime, or, reincarnated as a slime. There is definitely, an obvious series here that's been very popular this past year, so it makes sense for them to be here. But one of the biggest shockers about this entire list is that Kimetsu no Yaiba is on top. Now, let's just be frank, okay? Kimetsu no Yaiba obviously had an anime this year, and usually when an anime comes out, it boosts the popularity for said series. That's the reason why a lot of anime typically might be more of an advertisement for the manga or light novel. This is something that I have talked about in previous anime and manga reviews throughout my entire time and history of my YouTube channel. And this is just something you see with anime. Anime is advertisement for the original source. And obviously, with an anime that's very popular and it comes out, people are going to want to check out the manga. They're going to want to read ahead, etc. And obviously, since Kimetsu no Yaiba was doing so well, let's not lie either, okay? It's another thing we cannot deny or lie about. Kimetsu no Yaiba really did something incredible this year. It trended number one worldwide on social media platforms, which is pretty freaking ridiculous. That is ridiculous for an anime. That is. You can't deny that. That's just not something you cannot deny. It was trending as number one. So, Kimetsu no Yaiba did reach a level of popularity that was unprecedented, that nobody really expected when the series began. Even if you knew about Studio Photable, the studio that was working on Kimetsu no Yaiba, there is just no way you could have truly have known that the series would be as grand as it was in anime form. It honestly elevated the manga to such a level that honestly, the manga cannot really be compared at this point. I mean, I love the manga, what I've been reading of it, but in terms of anime and manga, it's just night and day. But once again, it's not the manga's fault, because anime is a form that's supposed to enhance manga, and definitely Kimetsu no Yaiba did that, and that's probably for another discussion another day I can talk about. But the point is, though, Kimetsu did have a very successful and fantastic anime this year that really made many want more. And with the movie coming about very soon and all that, and talk probably of a season 2, obviously many fans want to know more. They want to know about the series. So this caused many to want to pick up the manga volumes, all of the manga volumes, to see what's going to happen. I mean, I know I'm guilty of that. I picked up all the manga volumes, and I'm going to pick up the remaining ones with today's Black Friday sales. I'm probably going to go to Books A Million or something. But the point is that Demon Slayer has definitely gained a lot of popularity, and it definitely shows with this, this yearly sales right here. And for it to be above One Piece, it does say a lot. It is definitely something that's quite scary, and it's just like unthinkable that One Piece would actually lose to a series in something, because of just how it's been standing as the number one, the king, for so long. Now, with the details I found out for these past couple of days, is that One Piece in total, there is a big dispute with it. Even though it lost in total yearly sales, it didn't lose in individual volume sales. And this is kind of where the fan base war is going on. To get back into what I started with this video, is that the fans of individual series for One Piece and Demon Slayer are basically arguing about the sales of the represented series. You have the Demon Slayer fans are like, we're number one of sales, yeah, they're getting very happy, like, yes, we're number one, we sold the most and all that, we have beat One Piece, and it is a feat to celebrate, it is definitely a big feat, but, there is some that take it to an extreme and get very toxic, and the same can be said for the other fans of all these series on here. It's not just one represented group, okay? Every single community, I think, has their own toxic individuals that really just give people a bad image. Give that community a bad image. Let's just be honest. And obviously, Kimetsu no Yaiba fans are being very toxic about beating One Piece, and then the One Piece fans are also being very toxic as well about how they lost, but also how they're using individual volume sales to say that they're still better than all these other series. And let's get into what they're meaning by that. So, in terms of individual volume sales, if you look at the picture I'll probably have on screen, it's very clear that One Piece dominated with sales. It definitely demolished with its individual volume sales that are released this year in comparison to, let's say, Kimetsu no Yaiba. But the thing is, even though it demolished with its individual sales, Kimetsu still won, and the reason for that is because people picked up all of the series, all of the manga volumes at once, which caused such a boost and increase in Demon Slayer copies sold. So, example, let's say there is 20 volumes of Demon Slayer out right now, okay? And obviously, when the anime came out, people all pick up these 20 volumes. Let's just say everybody that watched Demon Slayer picks up every single individual manga volume of Demon Slayer, the 20 volumes, that adds up quite quickly. And in representation of One Piece, you have it to where it may release 3 volumes this year, or 4 volumes in total, and so when you factor all of that in, if it releases 4 volumes in the comparison to 20 volumes of Demon Slayer, it's very apparent that One Piece is still very amazing to keep up with something like Demon Slayer after such a phenomenal anime adaptation, how popular it got. It does say a lot about One Piece's legacy, that it's still, in some essence, the king, because of how good its sales are. But it doesn't change the fact in terms of overall sales, Demon Slayer did win. So there is a victory for both sides, but obviously both sides are arguing, bickering, getting very aggressive with each other, and like I said, it's extremely childish. And I'm just gonna be honest, I want to be the guy that's gonna be kind of calm here. I think everybody should just be happy that their series is doing well. I think at the end of the day, the writers of these series that's on this list I'm looking at is just happy to be here. I think they're just happy to be able to sell their series and allow it to reach a very vast audience. I think that's what these writers really do care about. They don't care about petty fan wars, etc. And I really wish people wouldn't be so toxic about this. I think we should just be happy for the fact that these series are doing so well, and that it shows that even though One Piece has remained as the champion for so long, there is series that can really break the norm and get people interested and might even surpass One Piece one day. It's nice. I mean, it's always nice to know that there might be something better out there. And I don't know if Kimetsu is something that could potentially be better than One Piece. I'm just saying that it's good to see that there is series that could actually surpass One Piece and won't remain as the #1, historical monument, #1 spot for all of eternity. There could be something that may be able to surpass it. But, yeah, it's kind of a quick video I wanted to make on this topic because it just, it's been bothering me, just seeing all the arguments, etc. I really want to discuss this, and how do you all feel? I mean, I'm just happy to see Attack on Titan, My Hero, Haikyuu, Kaguya-sama, Slime, Promised, etc., Kingdom. Very, very happy with Kingdom being on here, even with its kind of failure of an anime. I'm very happy just to see all these series on here, and it's even crazier, in fact, that Kingdom doesn't even have a localization, translation. It doesn't have a local translation in English, it's just in Japan. So I'm really happy for all these series, and even though it saddens me that maybe, let's say, My Hero isn't in the top 3, I'm just happy to see it on here. I'm happy to see these series selling well. But that's my personal thoughts, my opinions, and if you have a different opinion, or if I got any information wrong in this video, you can correct me down below, because I'm not perfect, I make mistakes, and maybe some of these numbers are inaccurate, and if they are, and there's more information that came out that can, maybe say one or the other, whatever, one, etc., let me know. But once again, regardless of whoever won, let's try to be a little bit less toxic and try to be understanding that we should all just love anime and manga and just be happy that our series are getting noticed. Let's just be honest. So with that, I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe. And with that, Chibi out.